Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Ndumodu. If you have not subscribed to Ndumodu TV, please do so today because your subscription helps us. It's critical for supporting our effort to continue to bring entertaining and informative discussion to your presence. This show is sponsored today by Mano Ango Be Sweet, the body lotion for the discerning man and discerning woman. We are honored to have a distinguished panel today of women leaders who are joining us today, each bringing a wealth of experience and passion for cultural preservation and community upliftment. Their dedication to the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization has inspired many, and their stories highlight the importance of unity, heritage, and service. As we celebrate their achievements and ongoing contributions, let us take a moment to appreciate the significant role women play in fostering cultural continuity and positivity. Of course, positive change in society. It is my pleasure to welcome the Otu Ummunne Cultural Group. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring to you, just a moment. Okay, I'm trying to, okay, we've got somebody else here already. All right. Well, listen, before we bring them in, it's important that we share with you a little bit about them, a little bit about who they are. This is a fantastic group night. If you want a group that you want to join, these are the people you want to join. But let me introduce them before I bring them physically in. Mrs. Chiebonam Chi Ezekweche. Mrs. Chiebonam Chi Ezekweche. Iyom Odi Uko Odokonamba. I beg your pardon if I didn't pronounce it properly. It is the founder, she is the founder of the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. She's a retired pharmacist, an artist, a community cultural activist, retired medical practice administrator. She is currently a licensed financial professional dedicated to educating and helping individuals and families build a stronger financial foundation. She is also passionate about helping children and adults embrace, appreciate their identity, and use it to better themselves, family, and community. She is thankful for her father, for her children, and God. That is our first guest today. And then the next guest is Chief Mrs. Christy Chinyere Obioma. Chief Mrs. Christy Chinyere Obioma, BSN, BSc, MSN. She's the current president of the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. She has been a nurse for more than a decade. Our next guest is Chief Mrs. Ego Mang Ndukwe. Chief Mrs. Ego Mang Ndukwe is a respected healthcare executive, humanitarian and disability rights advocate whose work spans from the United States to Nigeria. She is the co-founder and CEO of Another Chance Rehabilitation Services, Inc. in Georgia, an organization dedicated to person-centered care, empowerment, and resources for individuals with disabilities. She's also the visionary behind Another Chance Nigeria, a nonprofit dedicated to education, empowerment, and resources for people with disabilities. Her outstanding leadership has earned her high honors, including a state resolution from the Georgia House of Representatives and the Outstanding Georgia Citizen Award. Beyond her professional work, Chief Mrs. Ndukwe is also a founding member of Otu Ummunne, where she has served in multiple leadership roles, including president, vice president, treasurer, financial secretary. She wore so many hats and still does, event coordinator, and now parliamentarian. Our fourth guest is Dr. Chinyere Daisy Anyaka Udo. Dr. Chinyere Daisy Anyakudo, MD, CM, Odiuko number. You guys, please, if I don't get those names right, please don't feel insulted. I'll get it right soon. Is the immediate past president of Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. She joined this prestigious organization, prestigious indeed, in 2008 and served in different capacity, including special event planning chair, vice president, and became the president in 2020. She is the chief of the geriatrics department and lead a geriatric attending physician at Carl Vinson VA Medical Center, Dublin, Georgia. In recognition of her meritorious services to the Nigerian community, she received the prestigious Association of Nigerian Organizations in Georgia, ANOG, Image Service Award in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor and my pleasure to bring these wonderful, wonderful, prestigious women into the stage. Ladies, how are you? Please, before we get started, if I messed up your name, forgive me. I'm just too excited. That's all that is. All right. So I pray for your forgiveness. How are you? Look at you. You know, I said earlier, I feel like a stepchild looking at these gorgeous women. That's okay. I will rise up someday and be like you. Welcome. Welcome. How are you ladies doing today?
We are doing great. Thank you. You're not a stepchild at all.
Okay. I will accept that. I will accept that. You have something exciting getting ready to happen. And we're all ears. We want to know some more about what you're doing. But before we talk about what you're about to do today, I have some questions that I want to ask. And feel free, whoever wants to answer that, feel free to answer it. The milestones and achievements. Now, over the past 39 years, what are some of the most impactful achievements of the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization? You know, can you share a memorable moment that encapsulates the organization's journey to date? Who wants to share that?
Yes. Good afternoon, and thank you, Dr. Osimiri, for the invitation to participate in this your awesome podcast. Yes, I have the honor of sharing some of the milestones of this wonderful organization, Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization Incorporated. There are so many, and I have them written down so I don't miss much. Since 1986, Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization, we have participated in countless community events, festivals across the United States and the Southeast. We have showcased Igbo dance, and in all areas, we have 6 Igbo, as of now, Igbo speaking states, and we have learned and practiced all the diversity of dances across all the Igbo states, like Egwu Amala, Ojojo, Egwu Moji. We have also, since our major vision and mission is to impact children. From 2012 to 2020, we have the Impact the Future Global Youth Development at Mpo in Nigeria. We have participated in the Gala Night event because one of the pillars of our mission is community involvement. We learn from each other. So the Gala Night always have an annual return to land connection with Africa. And we have been blessed to have participated in that event at least twice. We have raised funds to support women, both in the United States and across the world. For instance, when we had the Haiti earthquake, we did rally together to support the families there. We participate in March of Dimes and made share from 2006. And we have annual week-long cultural and arts activities for our children. And there are so many of them. We also have created Igbo Fest. We started 1986. 1987, our first event was called Easter Fest. By 1989, we transformed it and it became Igbo Fest, which is celebration of who we are, because identity is everything. If you understand yourself and know yourself, then you'll be able to impact and bring others into a space. So now Igbo Fest has affected the whole of America. We have even though not organized now by Otu Ummunne, but it's a big one that happens in Chicago every year. That's the impact. That's the global impact we've had. And we have also, because of this organization and the awareness we brought to the table, similar organizations have popped up all over in Europe and throughout United States. Do I keep going or am I hugging it?
You're doing just fine.
You're doing just fine? Okay, all right. With your permission, we have annual retreat because the second pillar of our mission is family strengthening. We have events that also involve the family and impact the future through rites of passage. Annual rite of passage, we have really impacted on our children so that wherever they are, wherever they find themselves, they know they are Igbo, they're Nigerian, they're Africans, they're Americans of Igbo heritage. And that's so important because if we don't realize who we are, we'll be hanging. And that is a wonderful thing we've done for our children. The fourth pillar of our mission is network. Being able to create that network among our children and with other people the like. And that has worked. We have our alumni, they just get involved in a lot of things we do. And of course, community participation. What is our story if it's not shared? And for the Igbo people in particular, we believe that wherever we are, you make a difference. That is wherever you are. You have to develop it. And that is something that is global in our Igbo thinking. So we do participate in our communities through rites of passage activities. We participated in the Cherry Blossom way back in the early 90s and have continuously participated and shared Igbo Nigerian heritage through our dance ministry at the Pan-African Festival of Georgia, even participated in Black Arts Festival. I'll keep going. You have all day today.
No, we're going to come back to you, but this is wonderful. Well, this is what it's about. You know, sometimes I interview organizations that are doing some things, but they can't quite articulate, you know, all that they've done. So you've done a marvelous job presenting a picture of what you've done. So we're going to come back to you.
And if I can add too, because it's very important that we're not just doing or single doing, we also collaborate with like other organizations like ANOG and also Igbo Union organization. We showcase ourselves and work together as in collaboration.
You know, there's that African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, you go as a group. So it's always a good idea, you know, certainly to have other organizations that you collaborate with. That's wonderful. Now, you've done so much already, I can see, you know, and I know you have a whole lot more you want to share. But what are the goals and initiatives you envision for the organization in the next 5 years? It's always, of course, very important to see a few years from now, where do we plan to go? How do you hope to expand or enhance your impact within the community? Anybody can answer that.
Well, again, the vision is to promote global awareness of.
Well, let me give somebody else a chance.
Yes, please
do. Give somebody else a chance.
Right.
Would you like to take that question, or my Madam President? Any one of you can answer
that. Okay. Our future aspiration, which in the next few years, we really envision expanding our outreach program to serve even more families and youth, while really strengthening our cultural education initiatives. We just recently ventured into helping, not just in the United States, but also in Nigeria, the orphanage, That's one program that we are really working, because there are so many orphanages and the children that forgotten, less served. So we are expanding our initiative to just give them hope. We hope to establish a resources center that will serve as both a cultural hub and a place for mentorship and community support. Our goal is not only to preserve traditions, but also to prepare the next generation for leadership within and beyond our community.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anybody want to add to that?
Yes.
Yeah,
In
I'm
addition
going
to what our Chief Ego said, our summer camp, which is one of the biggest things we do, how we grow the children and reach out to the community for the children for tomorrow. We want to expand the summer camp so that we'll move from our current sites, even though it's a big school, we want to go to a bigger place where we'll have not just Africans, we want the Americans, we want people from outside America that are Africans to be there to really want to expand it and get to the stage that the government or other people in the community can help in the sponsorship. This way, we are imparting one child at a time. This way, we are contributing to the community, to the growth of leaders of tomorrow. So it's just a lot of things we do to impart the future, to help the community, to promote Igbo Nigerian culture through education, networking. I will stop at this time if any of my sisters want to chime in.
Wonderful. Dr. Anyakudo, do you want to add to what the president has said?
Yes, yes. I was gonna ask to say that as far as our long-term goal is concerned, how are we gonna expand what we're doing? So the other area we're looking at, because Otu Ummunne, we are in Georgia, right? Just
Yes.
Georgia State. So we are looking into, because there's a whole lot of Ndumodu and the previous speaker, they've said so many of the things that we have done, and our mission and our objective that never cease, right? So we're looking at not only just having this organization here in Georgia, we're looking at how to expand that in other states, so that other women, children in other states can also as well, benefit from what we are doing. And not only that, we are looking at, we have raised a lot of kids in Otu Ummunne that are out there. A lot of them are lawyers and doctors and engineers, and they are doing so wonderfully well. And they were nurtured in Otu Ummunne. So we're also looking at bringing them back to be part of this wonderful organization. In that way, we know that we have generation that, some of us are getting 70s and 60s and getting to retirement and all that. So that would be a way to hand over this prestigious organization, the mission and objective, to the incoming generation. So those are the parts of the things that we're doing, as our long-term goal and mission.
Wonderful. Now, the young people, I find that it is so imperative, and that's what's beautiful about what you do. It's so important that they know that, it doesn't matter where they find themselves. They're still Igbo kids, and there are just certain things that they must know, they must embrace, right? And that's what makes them who they are. So this is just wonderful what you're doing. Now, let me ask you this question about fundraising. You have a big event coming up. Can you explain the focus of the current fundraising campaign that you have, and what specific projects or programs will your funds help to support with the fundraising? What specific programs are you going to be funding based on what you receive from this effort?
Thank you. I'll take that question, and my sisters can chime in at any point. Well, thank you also to our audience. We are inviting every one of you to our event, our fundraising event. We'll do this biannual, and this year will be October 18th, 2025, at another chance. We thank everyone that have been supporting us, and we still need this support. Like we've said, so many things we do. It's just so many, and the community in Atlanta and even outside Atlanta, if you call that name Otu Ummunne, they know what we stand. These are women of integrity and respect. And when you say they're doing project, they're doing projects. So this year campaign is focused on adopting 6 orphanages in Nigeria. Of yeah,
Awesome.
in
Awesome.
both states. We've already started the process. We've drawn the contract. We've drawn exactly what it's a lot we've been putting in to make this program a success. So we are calling on everybody out there to give us every support we can give account of every money that have been given to this organization for every event that we do. So we are calling upon you for your support for us to adopt these orphanages. And also part of the fund will go to our annual summer camp. If we tell you the amount we spend, this we do yearly, the amount we spend in this summer camp, really, really, we really this fund. We need to be supported. So we are going to use this fund to support this, basically these 2 events, even though we have numerous activities and projects that we do, but this year fundraising is tailored to the orphanages and also for the summer camp. How do
Because
the money we get from this aligns with our mission of creating a network of nurture, support for family, children, community, and raise.
okay, I think we've lost her for a moment. Would anybody want to continue with? And she'll join us very shortly. Would any one of you want to continue? Just even talk about the children. Talk about. I love the children's camp, the summer camp. Talk about that. Talk about that.
How you grow in future. It's
Oh, there
so
she
many
goes.
things we do to um, lead the young ones to tomorrow. They are the leaders of tomorrow. So we've been imparting this knowledge through our summer camp education. And for the orphanages, when you catch them young, I tell you, I know somebody who adopted an orphan only to find out that for one day, they did not teach that orphan. That orphan was 4 years old, don't know how to say one, two, three, to even five or
Mm,
ABC. At that point, the judge asked the man, "Are you sure you want to continue this adoption since this child don't even know anything education-wise?" The
uh-uh.
man said, "No, I will go ahead." So Otu Ummunne, seeing these things, hearing these things, we want to go to the orphanages. We want to help out. If we're taking the educational project, we'll see what it takes to educate the children in that particular orphanage that we are taking or we are adopting. So this is part of the things where our fundraising this year is going to focus on. At this point, I will step back and have one of my sisters chime in if anyone has something else to add. Thank you.
Now I'll go, if you can, let you add this to it. I think that what you've just said, you have really explained how your programs align with your mission. Your going to help kids in orphanage, that aligns with your mission of helping children. Not just children here, but children overseas, children who are languishing in orphanages. So I applaud you for that. I think that's a very, very worthy cause. And any one of you want to chime in, as she said?
Yeah, I'm gonna add the Dr. Watt, that the money that we're gonna raise in this fundraising, not just for the what the president has mentioned, we do the summer camp is a very big chunk of what we do, right?
Mhm,
And this
mhm,
summer camp we do it is a 1 week program
mhm,
where we hire teachers, trainers, and do all varieties of activities for these kids, for full 1 week. Now,
mhm,
not only that, Otu Ummunne also organize a monthly Igbo classes. So we have teachers that we pay. We have venue that we gather every single month. It's once in a month. And we pay this teacher. We gather. This is not just Otu Ummunne kids, but any child that the mother can bring to that venue. We teach them Igbo, we teach them our culture, we teach them just to be a child. And we have run that program for how many years as Otu Ummunne has been here. So that's also part of what we use the money that we raise every year to do.
Yeah, and if I may add to Dr. Owa,
Yes.
Otu Ummunne, we have really done marvelously with the little resources we have, because this organization tags themselves beyond what is necessary. So the small money we raise, we have stretched it with our own resources, our personal resources. Like the summer camp, for example, if we can use that. Summer camp, we only have it for 1 week. We all take off from work, we stay there 1 week to just educate the community. But this is something we really want to expand, to have it for the whole summer, and also incorporate it with our rites of passage to educate and use that opportunity. Before you go to college, yes, it's a big milestone, it's a big changes in your life. To be able to use that opportunity to prepare you prior to going to university, leaving your home. So rites of passage is an area that Otu Ummunne has a big opportunity to expand on. And if we have the resources, the financial support, the financial resources, the sky is a limit for what we can do with rites of passage.
And that is so true, because in the community there are so many people, particularly of African American descent, who are very, very interested in getting their children to get acquainted with African culture and African history, African traditions, and all of that. And certainly I can see how the rites of passage would open all of that up to more than just our children. That's wonderful, wonderful. Now, community engagement. It's exciting to talk about what we want to do with and for the community. But how can the community itself get involved with the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization? Do they have to be Igbos? Do they have to be married to Igbos? How do they get in? Does it matter? Is it something that anybody can join? What opportunities exist for them if they join the Otu Ummunne?
It's really, if I can, my sisters, if I can take that question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So community engagement is extremely important, as we all know. For us to be able to thrive, it's really when the community is absolutely and actively involved. And there are so many ways, countless ways. And I know one of the questions you asked is, how do you become a member? Yes, there got criteria. One of them is you'll be born as an Igbo woman, you're married to an Igbo woman, you are a woman that has the same mission and the interest and the vision that Otu Ummunne already established. And this is what we want to do, that your goal is to promote the Igbo culture. So you will be qualified to be a member of the organization, but you have to, like I said, the objective has to be the priority. And the community members can volunteer, because again, we do so many events throughout the year, like the summer camp. They can volunteer to be part of registration, help us to recruit and bring people, children, to the program. You can serve on that committees or contribute their expertise or the expertise by monitoring our youth. During the rites of passage, every youth has a mentor. You can become a mentor to a child or two children. There are so many other ways you can support us by just attending our programs, helping us to build a strong network of encouragement and visibility. They are always excited. We are always excited, as a matter of fact, when people just come to volunteer, which, like every other organization, when you get volunteers, it helps you to cut down on resources to become part of what we are doing. But again, you have to be and have our mission and want to make a difference within your community. And that difference focusing on mentorship and also focusing in promoting the Igbo culture. Participation doesn't have to be in a very large scale. It can be just every effort that counts, but just showing interest and being there and say what you say you will do and do what you say you will. Whether it's spreading the word, like the fundraising coming, help us to spread the word. Buy tickets, donate money. No amount is too small or too large. Lending your skill. A simple show up to cheer us goes a long way.
Well, let me ask you: Do you have a GoFundMe for a particular project that you're doing?
Usually we do. This time around, we didn't do GoFundMe, but in the past we have done that. But this time around, the community one selling the tickets, like what we're doing today, is to come October 18th, participate, buy your ticket. Ticket is really not that expensive. We try, because our goal is to reach so many people. The ticket is $30 per person and $50 a couple. I mean, you can't buy that anywhere else. But with Otu Ummunne, again,
what you provide.
When you come, you see culture in action. You have meals. You be treated as queen and kings. Just show up. You will enjoy it.
Let me tell you, audience, for those of you who live here, in Georgia, you don't want to miss this event. I've been to it several times. There are so many reasons to go. You go for the food. The food is, oh my goodness. If you love African food, honey, this is where to be. And also,
yes.
Hey, my favorite thing. And the colors, my goodness, the colors. The ladies in purple today, and when you see them collectively, they're it's just mesmerizing. The speeches, everything is just beautiful. So I'm just encouraging everybody. If you are here in Atlanta, Georgia, listen, I've got it right here. Otu Ummunne Women Organization. Go to www.otumunnewomenorganization.org and find out how you can get your tickets. The information is right up there on the website. You don't want to miss it. Right? Whatever you're doing, put it aside. This is important. You want to be there. I'm going to be there. Of course, my ticket is free. So I'm just announcing it. Anyway,
you do more than enough for us.
I'm going to be there. I'm coming for my rice, danimo, all of it.
It's not just rice. It's jollof rice.
Jollof rice. Yeah,
Nigerian jollof.
There's a distinction. And we know Nigerians, we make the best jollof rice. Ghana, sorry, but here's the reality. Yeah.
Just to throw this in, this is, I just want to give an example of a typical way that some of the members participated in our last summer camp. Omega Studio ambassador. Yes. His wife is not a member. He knows Otu Ummunne, what they stand for. Do you know? He showed up for 3 days at our summer camp, videoed the whole event.
Yes.
Yes. Omega. Yeah.
Can come in and do what you have to do to promote the mission of this organization. Also, the former Igbo Union President, Chief Joe Koronta, he donated a large Otu Ummunne just to uplift the mission of the organization. to promote the summer camp and some other activities that we do, just to give you a little example of how people can jump in to help.
As a member of the community, I have an organization, the African Women Mobilization Commission. We are having this year the Black Girls Rise, and formally, just so you can say no, we're inviting Otu Ummunne children to come to that event here in Snellville, Georgia. I hope you can make it. That's collaboration, which is very good. It's important for our children, all our children, to come together, get to know each other, because we all exist here, and I certainly am looking forward to do whatever with the Otu Ummunne. I'm still in line for membership. I know. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. What's holding you back, right? Okay. Now, I just want to ask each one of you personal reflection. When you're part of an organization, we're all part of an organization for different reasons. So, but you are all in it for commonalities and also for different reasons. So my questions for you, as you reflect on your membership, what does this organization mean to you personally? Why are you in it?
Dr. O, I think I'm gonna go first with that question, because
okay.
I guess I am the one that most have, I don't know about the other, but this is just how I feel. So just to give a background, history or information there. So I moved from Maryland to Georgia. That was 2008, 2008. And to just come and do my residency with Morehouse School of Medicine. And when I got here, I practically didn't know anyone, but I do know I want to connect back to my Nigeria and to my roots. So in the hospital that I work, I happened to meet one of the nurses, and she introduced me, say, hey, come. And I was like, where are the Igbos here? Where are the women here? How do I get connected back? And she said, come on, I'm going to show you a group of Igbo Nigeria women here, and you will love them. So we scheduled, we scheduled, I came to their meeting. And from that first day, I walked into this bunch of women, Nigeria, Igbo, and
Yes.
was there for me.
Yeah.
So for me, Otu Ummunne not only connecting me to the women, Igbo women I was looking for, not only getting me to the roots, which is my roots, my culture that I was looking for, but Otu Ummunne has really helped me to claim back my identity. Okay?
Yes.
Otu
Yes.
Ummunne has helped me to be proud of who I am, to be proud not of who I am, proud of my color, proud of where I come from. It's in Otu Ummunne that I learned that it's okay to wear your African attire to church, that probably you're the only black there. And you are proud to do that. I came to Otu Ummunne to realize that it's okay to do that. It's in Otu Ummunne that I came in and I see this sisterhood in action. When I say sisterhood, I mean this is sisterhood. Everybody asks me, what are you doing with these old women and all? I say, yes, Otu Ummunne has old women and they have young women. And that's where
Wait, sister, let me tell you something. People need to understand there are no old women, they are seasoned women. Hello, okay? We don't get old. Nobody gets old. We get
matured.
And guess what? Those sisters, they have become part of Otu Ummunne women because they saw that Otu Ummunne organization is an organization that you have to learn how to be a woman, you have to learn how to behave, you have to learn how to every single thing that has to do with women, you learn it from Otu Ummunne. So Otu Ummunne impacted me in so very much. Otu Ummunne empowered me, give me that platform for growth and empowerment. And I have shared that with Otu Ummunne here, that being a part of Otu Ummunne, being in the leadership of Otu Ummunne, I'm telling you the experience I got in Otu Ummunne, I took it back when they made me the chief of my department. I said, okay, and it can go a long way. So for me, Otu Ummunne is everything that I can think of. Otu Ummunne has given me everything and has built me truly to the woman I am today. Otu Ummunne is a organization that get involved in so much community activities. And that's the mind frame right there. I got involved in my community. I got involved wherever we are going. What are we doing today? Where are we going today? What are we doing? Is in all Otu Ummunne. So Otu Ummunne has really taught me a lot, getting involved in my community and being part of my community.
Yeah, guys, yeah, wonderful, fantastic, beautiful. You know, that's a beautiful testimony about the organization. I want to ask that question, if you can respond, Iom, because you founded the organization. What happened? How did you decide to to get this organization started? Iom, is she not hearing me?
Iom, are you muted?
Are you on mute?
I think she's frozen.
Maybe.
She's frozen. Okay, she's going to join us again. Madam President, your thoughts about that?
Wow.
Oh, she's back. She's back. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
She's talking, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, she's a little delayed.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Madam President, go ahead, please.
So my first, as most people that know me in Atlanta, I'm a renowned MC. So I'm everywhere, well known in Atlanta. So most organization wanted me to join them, most women organization, but I was kind of cool in trying to see who to join until I met Otu Ummunne so many years ago. One of our sisters, the mother-in-law passed. Then my husband was the president of our association, our community. Before women were all over the place. I said, I'm the first lady of this community. This is my event. These women, they swept me off my feet. They took over the kitchen, took over everything. They were, so hardworking. Oh my God. I said, who are these women? I said, Then I started following them in their activities as I moderate events. I said, wow, these are women. Then I started following them in their activities as I moderate events. I said, wow, these are women. Then I started following them in their activities as I moderate events.
Okay, Chief, your voice is for whatever reason there's an echo back and forth. So I'm going to try and solve that. And in the meantime, Chief Ego, could you share your thoughts about joining the organization while I try to correct the challenges here?
Okay, no problem. Yeah, actually, Otu Ummunne has given me a sense of belonging and a platform to serve others while honoring where I come from. I was very young when I joined Otu Ummunne, very, very young. And I saw myself in the midst of people like Iom from day one. Otu Ummunne started, I was a member, founding member of this organization. And raising my kids, because they say it takes a village. And I came to America, I did not see that village.
Yes.
But luckily for me, I found my village, which is Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. What that did to me is my husband, my children, they connected to that village. I'm a young girl from a place called Abreba in Abia State. To have a big sister that came from Abagana in Anambra State, a sister from Obaro in Anambra State, from a sister from Enugu State, a sister from Imo State, we became that village. So this village helped me to raise my children, and these sisters that I have all over Igbo community became sisters and brothers. And to the extent, my perfect example is when My sister from Obaro, a daughter, got opportunity to move to Houston, and my daughter is already in Houston. And this sister, Otu Ummunne, called me. We were just like, how are we going to do this? This is what is happening. Amaka is moving to Houston. I don't know what to do. Where is she going to stay? A few minutes later, she called me back. She said, guess what? Amaka and Angie already talked. Amaka is going to stay with Angie. I'm like, look at us. Look at us. They already found a place, already found it. All she needs to do is to carry her suitcase and go to Houston and do whatever program she was going there to do. To me, that's what Otu Ummunne has done for me. Through this organization, I have learned the true power of unity, cultural pride, and serve to humanity. Even what I do is humanitarian services. It's true, Otu Ummunne. Leadership, as young as I was the vice president of Otu Ummunne then. I did not know my left and right. But the president then, Chika Oraka, mentored me to prepare me. I remember the day she came to my house and said, you're going to be the president of Otu Ummunne. I'm like, no way. She said, yes, you're going to be the president. And before I know it, she's talking to my husband. Before I know it, the two of them planned for me to be the president of Otu Ummunne. When I became the president of Otu Ummunne, it's the ladies ahead of me that helped mentor me to be able to do my job diligently and with humility. So Otu Ummunne has done so much for me personally and for my children.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are speaking to the ladies of Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. We're going to take a moment break and hear from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Pamper your skin with our Honey Nectar Body Cream. Enriched with honey, it deeply hydrates for soft, glowing skin. Silky smooth, sweetly scented, and perfect for any moment because you deserve it. Power up your skincare with our Honey Nectar Body Cream. Infused with honey, it hydrates and protects, leaving skin smooth and refreshed. With a subtle masculine scent, it's confident in a jar.
Yes, we are back again with Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization, the place to be. If you don't know, if you don't have a group that you to join, this is it. This is it. So Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization, and let me show you, for those of you who may just be joining Otu Ummunne's website, please go there and find out as much information, www.otuummunnewomen.org, and find out as much information as you need to find out about this wonderful organization. Now, you were having a little bit of a problem, Chief Obioma, and if you don't mind continuing with your thoughts, I think we've corrected that.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm not going to go back deep into what I was saying, but what I was trying to say is that the women of Otu Ummunne are real sisters. If you're a member of that organization, whatever concerns you concerns them. They go all the way out.
Yes.
Being a member of Otu Ummunne, it has helped me. I call the women in Otu Ummunne women of wisdom. I tell you, I used to think I'm a smart man. Like, I tell you, when these women, an issue comes up, they talk, girl. I just sit back and say, Christy Obioma, you don't even know nothing yet. So I listen now. Before I speak, I weigh what I want to say. And it has helped me in being a leader in other communities, even at my job. I've been playing very good leadership role based on the growth I learned from Otu Ummunne, learning from these women of wisdom, seasoned women, as you called it. I shared this with Dr. Anya Kudo. when I wanted to join, they were telling me, why are you joining these women of this age, the seasoned women, instead of coming to where there is action? I tell you, that is the best, one of the best decisions I've ever taken, joining Otu Ummunne, and I will remain in Otu Ummunne. When I was asked to be the president, Jesus Christ, commitment for these women, these very brilliant, tough women, I cannot do this. But I tell you today, I'm preparing for a second term. Because, because they've been there for me.
All right, awesome,
This is
awesome.
an organization that when you're a leader, after you lead and step aside, as you're stepping aside, you're working together with other members to support who is leading, that the current leader or president will not find it difficult.
Yes.
I mean, I'm enjoying as an Otu Ummunne. Now we are having our Gala Night. The chair of the planning committees, they are doing their thing, outreach doing their thing, all the chairs. I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you to every Otu Ummunne member, every chair, every
Yes,
for
yes.
taking a leadership. And because of that, I will be going for a second term.
All right now.
Yay!
Okay. That's what we're talking about.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know, it speaks. Let me tell you what that says. Without you having to necessarily broadcast it. When somebody decides, hey, listen, I'm going to do this again, it's because of what they're getting out of it. Nobody goes to do something that they don't benefit from. So it's obvious that you want to do it again because you love the camaraderie, you love family that you have. They represent family. And so that's why you want to do it again. Okay. So, well, congratulations. And if I could cast a vote, you got my vote. Young, you were talking and you kind of froze. We were talking about the impact. I wanted to know, you founded, if I'm not mistaken, you're the founder, original founder, one of the original founders of the organization. Why did you decide to do that?
Yes, thank you so much. I am having so much fun, as are my sisters here. We really appreciate the opportunity. Otu Ummunne is very personal to me. I was born in northern Nigeria, very close to Chad, Chad Republic, way up north. But I came from from the east. And one of the most important things that our parents did for us was to send each of us, as we got older, back to Igbo land to learn the culture of our people. And I tell you, that period has
Okay, I think
impacted as an Igbo person in terms of my identity. Uh-oh, you having problem?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So
okay. She'll come back again.
So
but what well, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause
move
because
to the United States.
Okay, we're gonna pause her, and this. I'll come back to her, but I want to know about this event that you're hosting. Can you give people a good picture of what's gonna happen on that day, and how can they get their tickets? And I'm showing your website, and I'm sure they can go and find information there. But you can add to that. If there's anything else you can add to in terms of how they can get the tickets, please let us know right now, and we'll share that obviously.
Yes.
Is it okay that they go to the website? Is that where they'll get the information they need?
Yes, they can go to the website. They can go to our Facebook page. It's also there. They can reach to any of our members. And in most community WhatsApp, our tickets are there. The picture of the ticket, it has QR codes that they can scan, and it will lead them straight to how to get the tickets, where to buy the ticket. We have so many members in the community. Any of our members You can get the ticket from any of our members. We another way you can support us, not just by the tickets. We have raffle tickets which will be giving out triple prizes, a television, microwave, and blender. Also, we have sponsorship. You can sponsor for $5,000, 10,000, 15, 5, 1,500, 300, as you're able to afford. For orphanage program, we have what we call Baking of Hope. You can adopt an orphan. You can donate to that by sending money in honor of somebody who has done something very beautiful, like I did in honor of my two children. One graduated from college, one from high school. I bought the bonfire for them just in honor, and in honor of my late parents. So you can just to support, buy something in honor, donate money in honor of somebody. So these are ways we can raise money. Our brochure right now, I think our brochure is closed. So, but we have these other various ways that you can support us by donating to promote our programs.
And when they go to the website, they can pretty much see all what you've outlined, right?
They can see once they have the they have QR codes. Once they see everything. Also on our Facebook.
Okay. Well, all right. Any last thoughts that you want to share? What last message you want to give to the community about the organization? Each one of you got a minute each.
Dr. Owa, can you hear me? I'm back.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Yes. Like I said, Otu Ummunne is very personal to me. I was born and raised in northern Nigeria, top tip of Nigeria, and because Igbos are travelers. But our parents saw it fit to send each and every single one of us back to Igbo land to establish our identity and to learn the culture and language and customs of our people. Because we don't know that as individuals, we cannot appreciate others' cultural diversity. So when we moved to the United States in 1973, I didn't see any Igbo village. There was none. There was no Nigerian village. I didn't see. And we attended events, but there was nothing structured as the children were coming up for our children. And other children. So my husband and I decided to send our children back to Nigeria for that reason, to get them involved and know the village concept. And that would have meant that I would have to go with my children to Nigeria for that length of time. And that would have meant separating families. And that did not sit well with us. And so as time continued, the idea of forming a village here, because in the Igbo, the part of the Igbo Valley is wherever you go, you establish a community, find a village, even if you're not related by blood, but we are all related as human beings. So on Easter of 1986, I had an event in our home, and that was where I shared my thoughts with my sister here, Chief Ego, about what I'm thinking. Since we couldn't go back to Nigeria and there's nothing here for us in making, we are the oldest Nigerian couple. So there were no children for our children that are of the same heritage to associate with and to learn with and from. So it really became very an urgent matter. So Chief Ego said, yes, I love that idea. By December 1986, December 12th, we gathered, and this organization became a reality. So we are really very, very thankful. And the vision was to have a structured program for children. It started with our children, but now we extend it to all the other children. As we are speaking, children of Africa everywhere, they are hungry for a connection with each other.
That's right.
And
That's
of course, we have to share that with other people who are non-Black, non-Igbo, non-Nigerian, non-African. That's the idea. And so we through Otu Ummunne, we have that structured program to showcase our children, our culture, and make sure they understand who they are. Then to provide network for children. It was just shared. Everywhere these children went or still go, there are people they know that grew up in Otu Ummunne with them. So we are very thankful to God for that. And so, again, what Otu Ummunne did for me also personally is that family strengthening, getting to know all these beautiful sisters from all the different Igbo states and Nigeria. Absolutely. So cultural exchange, all of that is part of invaluable values that Otu Ummunne has given to me personally. And so for that, we are very thankful to God, and wonderful leadership. Look at them. Look at these women. They're just,
we can talk forever because you guys are just absolutely phenomenal. But I just want to share some key points to remind people, listen, you've heard them. This is the Otu Ummunne Cultural Organization. They are having their 39th anniversary, and you're being invited to come and experience culture, experience the sisterhood, and experience camaraderie with children. They've shared with us one of the things that we found out today is that they are in the community. They participate in festivals, and you see how colorful they are, and certainly very tintillating for the eyes. And so, if you're part of this organization, you're going to be exposed to participating in some different events that they are part of. And also the rites of passage, which is so important for our young people to, learn culture and develop a sense of responsibility, not just for themselves, but certainly for their community as a whole. And of course, it's fascinating. I think this is one of my favorite, the children's camp. Summer camp, which is really, really very, very important for our children. The younger, we start them very young, teaching them about themselves and exposing them to each other. So the summer camp is part of what they do. And this is also part of the children, as you can see, getting engaged here, doing whatever it is they're doing. They seem to be happy doing it. So this organization, ladies and gentlemen, it is just wonderful to get to know them, and just don't know them by just this conversation. But if you're able to, and if you're connected to the Igbo culture, you're married to an Igbo, or you're Igbo yourself, this is the organization. And that you can also participate in other ways, and that is to donate your time, be a volunteer, find out, go to the website, find out what they are doing, and become a part of it. Ladies and I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, there's no gentlemen here. So ladies, it has been a pleasure as always. I look forward to another opportunity to expose your wonderful organization. I look forward to partnering with you. And I certainly will be there at your event, because I will not miss the opportunity to see what colors you have flaunted today, this time around, and also the cultural experience. And of course, the food. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, Chief Ego Ndukwe. Thank you, Chief Dr. Anyakudo. Thank you, Chief Obioma, Charity Obioma. Christy, I beg your pardon, Obioma. And thank you, Inyom Ezekweche. If I messed up your name, it's not on purpose. I'm just running my mouth. I'm excited to see you, all right? So, ladies, thank you so much. We're going to have to do this again, and I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing, and we always love to be with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
So welcome. Y'all take care now. See you shortly.
See you.